Alright, well, let's get into this. So I got my scene already set up here. This took me about 3 hours or so to set up because I had to put all types of shaders onto outfits, onto the characters, and had to. This is a very big scene to begin with, so it took me quite a while to get everything together. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Let's get a little bit closer. There we go. So now I'm just going to be taking some images that I'm going to be wanting. And as you can tell, it's very choppy. The scene is so big, it's a definite pain to work with when a scene starts getting too large because, as you can tell, when you have difficult moving, then it's just going to be harder to get placed where you want stuff. I think I'm going to have this. I think this is the image that I'm going to do for the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and get my camera here just so that it's in place. I got into a habit of using this asset that I have rather than making a new camera over here. And the reason why is because I cannot move the camera when I move. Because I constantly forget that I'm in camera mode and not perspective. So I tend to move the camera and then lose the shot that I'm trying to get. So we'll go with this shot right here. Now, this guy is under some duress, so that expression is definitely going to have to change. But I want to check on this hand real quick because I don't want it to be looking too terrible. Hey, how you doing, Nancy's? Oh yeah, I got a good 8-hour sleep, so I'm golden. I just got everything squared away and set up over here. I don't like how that looks. I don't like how this hand is either. But the hand's not actually in the image, so I'm not too worried about it. So we will just move this whole thing a little slightly back, so it's like this. Now it's still clipping, but I think it'll be all right for the image. It's just barely clipping. So let's get the shot. It's hard to tell. It really is. Let me look. Oh, that's not clipping at all. It just looks like it is. Okay, I can actually bring it back to where it was. Like that. There we go. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and get a kind of like an angry, distraught face going on. I think that'll work. Oops. No, I don't need to rename them. Let's go. Hey, where's my poses? Got to reteach myself. Let's see. Man, I don't even know. Not angry. Not afraid. Maybe fear. See how this fear looks. Yeah, maybe like a little bit of a fear and then serious. I think that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, just to get this dirt, the blood, and then on the weapon, and then on the suit and everything. Holy moly, did it take forever. Especially when it's so choppy. I really don't have no good serious ones. I want the mouth open a lot more because he's supposed to be screaming and yelling. You know, they're in combat. Let's take a quick look at this. See how the lighting is. Might be too much, too little. I got them all each with one ghost light right next to them because the scene's kind of darkish. I could add more light and everything, but I chose not to because I wanted it to be kind of gloomy-like in this scene. But we're coming up on some crazy images that I got to come up with. Annoyed. Come on, Iray. You can do it. Yeah, this scene took like 15 minutes to load in. It was freaking nuts. Um, a little bright, so I'm gonna pull the light back, and then I'll get the depth of field and everything in it. So let's go ahead and go back to texture and just pull that light back. I don't want to change the amount of lighting because I can do that with just the distance. So that's works. I'm thinking maybe right about here. Now, since the shot's almost done, let's go ahead and just do add the depth of field, add the target focus to him. So yeah, having this little asset saves me so much time because I don't have to mess with the camera a whole lot, don't have to mess with the f-stop and the starting point and ending point of the depth of field. That this asset saves me so much time, so much more than I thought it was going to. But man, I love that. But I had to get some 3D work, so I figured I'd go ahead and stream it at the same time. And then, yeah, that looks a lot better. And then later on today, we'll do more OCtopath Traveler. Depth of field looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that image. So we will go ahead, file, and save scene, and do right here. Just make that number 31 in the series. And this thing just started too. This is going to be a fairly lengthy scene that I'm making right now. This is going to lead to combat and all sorts of stuff. Alright. So that image is done. So I'm thinking like the next image, I might have to add some like gunfire or something as well. So, shooting at something. So, I might have to make copies of the alien race as well. So I'm thinking like instead of loading in more models, I will just do a instance of the same model when I need to, anyways. So I will have save on space, more or less. All right, cool. That's done. Now we can go ahead and delete this camera. We no longer need it. And I'm going to go to this guy now. And we need to make a pose to where he's standing up and shooting. And I pray I have one. Where is it? Where is it? There. These are my shooting poses that I have. So, I mean, here's kneeling. That's the one that he's doing now. But I need one standing. Yeah, like this. There we go. Now we can just tweak it. Oh my God, I really, really hate how choppy this scene is. Makes it a pain to move around. Alright, first we need to twist him a little bit and get him into the right direction. And now I will bend his back a little bit so it makes him more upwards. Yeah, like that. So I'm thinking... Whoa, you need to twist badly, dude. Alright. He's not even shooting in the right direction. Did you ever watch Alien Nation? I don't know what year it came out. Is it a TV series? No, I don't watch any TV. I haven't watched TV in a long time. Well, I say like I haven't watched TV. I mean I walk into the living room and see stuff being played, but uh, I don't personally watch anything. Stopped that years ago. I don't like this shot because the gun don't look all that great. So I'm thinking doing a shot something like this to where, well, this ain't sitting right anyways because this needs to go down, honestly. Let me see if I can tweak that though. See, bring it down. Yeah. And now we can take the actual gun and twist that. All right. I needed because I needed to have it against the shoulder. That'll work. Yeah. That's looking better already. Now I just got to move this arm. Which I don't know how I'm going to fucking do that. His arm ain't going to stretch far enough. Need to bring it down. And I have a feeling if I try to move the hand, it's going to try and move the whole freaking pose. But we'll try it. I just have that feeling that I already know what's going to happen. Yep, that's what I fucking thought. So I got to manually do it, which makes it even worse. I haven't been hooked up for 10 plus years, so I understand no TV. Yeah, I actually have TV. I just don't watch it. It's mainly for the family. Man, I'm so disappointed that I can't just move the hand. I wonder why that happens. There has to be some reason why that happens. Let's take the hand. I'm going to twist it. No, the hand. Not the thumb. Alright, now we'll do the side to side to bring it over. Like this. Then take the thumb. That's maxed? Oh boy. I think that'll work. Now I just got to lift it up. Maybe I can do like a front back. Yeah, that right there. That'll work. I'm just trying to get... Yeah, right about there. I can't even loop the thumb around it though, so I don't like that. But there's nothing really I can do about it either. It kind of sucks. Huh. Because who holds the gun like that? You would have the thumb across here. That's one thing I don't like about Daz. Their hand stuff is so stupid when you're trying to grab something. So I'm going to turn off the user limits and see if I can't come up with something slightly better. I don't think I am, because that looks pretty freaking retarded. So that sucks. So let's go back to this, I suppose, and I'll just try to hide it with the actual image shot, right? So I could try and do the other angle. Although if I... Okay, well that explains a lot. We can see where the the hand is. So that is the reason why it looks terrible on the other side. So maybe I can bend the hand. I do need to twist it more. Frickin' limits. Alright, now let's take a look at this side. That's looking a little better. That is looking a little better. I could actually move the hand back, but I have a feeling it's going to do that weird stuff again if I try. Yeah. God, that's so annoying. Maybe I can take the forearm. Ah, there we go. I can take the forearm. So we will just pull that back just a hair. Just like that. There we go. We got it. There's the shot. So now, I don't really like... I like this angle of the gun, but I don't like this angle for the shot because first the big rock is taking up a lot of the space, and then he is in the way as well. So the focus won't be on him actually shooting anything. So I'm going to have to go from this side. I'm thinking like maybe something like this. The rock still takes up quite a bit. I can, but at least it's not... Maybe like that. I do want to bring him up some more. So let's... mess with that a little bit. There we go. Now it's not look like he's shooting at the ground. Actually, probably need to go back a little bit now. Like that. Want it nice and straight. Could go with something like that, actually. I think I'll do that. That shows more of it. Let me save this camera angle. But I do want to tweak that just a little bit because you can see the clipping that's going on right there. I think that'll be alright. Just like that. Okay. Good enough. Gonna have to move the light because the light is behind him and we won't be able to see the image that well, so that's an easy fix. Just put it over here. Now we have to move the alien guy, and then we got to get some gunfire on this thing. So where is this guy at? Okay, so he's over there. So this guy's very laggy too. Ugh. It's a little bit of the scene and a little bit because I don't know. I guess there's some sub D modifiers on it, so it takes forever for it to sit. As you can tell, now I can finally move. So I'm not a big fan of using this model. Come on, man. And see, I can't even move him right, so now I gotta wait for it and wait for it. It just seems like so much wasted time. Still waiting. Now I click and wait again. This guy's killing me, man. Moving this model is 10 times worse than it already is. I mean, I can't deal with it. Oh my god. So I guess I'll just have to remember to turn on high resolution before I'm done. because I can't do it. I got to be able to move this guy. It's bad enough. I hate this scene so far. Like, I like what I'm doing with the scene, but working in this scene, not a fan. Not a fan at all. All right. So yeah. So I basically turned the model from high resolution back down to base. So there is, I guess, like no sub D and less polys. So it moves. He moves easier. Okay, so he needs to go up a little bit. Let's put him up like that. Now let's just try to get him into the image. He already is in the image, so that works out great. The light, I think, is okay. Let's take a look at this before I add the gunfire, because once I add the gunfire, it's going to take a portion of that screen, and it's going to be probably a little bit distracting. So I want to make sure that I got the lighting and everything good before I add that gun spark. Ooh, man, coffee does wonders. Uh-oh. That's not too shabby. I think I need to turn him a little bit towards the other dude, not so much as the guy that's shooting, but the other guy. But man, these renders are really looking pretty nice. That dirt and blood asset by Mike D is top notch. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to turn him. Just like that. Now we're going to add back on the high resolution because we're now done moving him. I think I got an asset to make that quicker too, but I need to add it to my stuff. Just for situations like this. One second. Okay, I'm back. I don't drink coffee. It makes me sleepy. It runs in the family. I drink tea too. If I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking tea. Alright, so let's go and get the what's it called? Firefight, I think. Yeah, firefight. I wish they would make a better asset for gunfire. There's not really a whole lot of gunfire type assets that I've come across, and I feel like they could do a better job. Alright, so let's, oh my god, these scenes that just take so long. Like, I feel like I travel and move and do stuff and it just takes so much longer because the scene is so massive. Alright, so let's go ahead and did it really add it to that? Hold on. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. So now I got to place this where I need it. Thing is really big. That's, I mean, that right there is not even for a freaking gunfire. That's for like ballista. I'm telling you, that's crazy big. Downsize it drastically. See, about 40%. Oop, hold on. That sucks. So I might have to change that button. One of my hotkeys. Yeah, that was a hotkey, and it's a number, so I can't use my keypad over here, which I normally do. Do a -90. Did it again. Did it again. So I'm gonna have to move my codes. I accidentally muted myself because I did -90, and the one I use for negative is on the keypad. So I muted myself while working in Daz. Oh gosh, that's epic. Oops. Oh, screw this scene. Hey, how you doing, Chris? This scene is so bad. Why is that thing? Ah, it's this one. I was just talking about how awesome this blood and dirt asset that Mike D did. It is so freaking good. I can hide her. She ain't in this scene. I can also hide him. Now I just got to line this thing up, which never seems to work. And then turn it some more. Oop. Yeah, let me show you this dirt and blood asset by Mike D. As soon as I get this thing how I want it to. Alright. Let me go to my camera view. And now we will do an iRay preview. Now I got the dirt. I got dirt shaders on the weapon and the body armor. And then I got a dirt and blood on each one of the characters because they just crashed. It is so nice, Chris. So I'm going to have to bring it up a little bit more because it doesn't look quite right there. But it'll work. I'm not really a fan of all this lumen. So I'm going to see if I can take off a lot of the lumen without messing up the actual thing here. See, it's 800 lumen. It always, like, anytime I have lumen, it goes very spotty like this. And then the renders come out, and I got to use a whole bunch of blur in Photoshop and try and cover it up because it just looks so crappy. Oh, God damn it, I did it again. Hold on. There we go. I got to move those. Alright, cool. So this will work a little bit better, I think, at 150. It didn't really mess with the actual asset too much, so that's good. And this right here can be, worked with, I guess, is the best way to do it. So we'll do that. Alright, so my question is, do I want the depth of field on the enemy? Actually, I think I will do the depth of field on the enemy. So let's go ahead and do the target on that. It'll black out for just a second and come back to. And now let's add the depth of field. hold on, let me do this first. There we go. Now depth of field. Now back in the eye-ray. Now I have to mess with the f-stop quite a bit on this because I'm pretty sure either he's going to be very, very, very blurry or he's not going to be blurry at all. It's going to be one of the two extremes because the character is so far away. Yeah. So all we are going to do is increase this stop rate. Let's start with 12 and see how that looks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think it's just about the perfect amount of blurry. So we'll do that. That looks good. Awesome. Next shot is complete. File save. And then just for some time saving factors, I'm going to parent that item straight to the gun so that I don't have to move that stupid spark every time I need to move this character. So we'll do that as soon as it's done thinking and saving. Come on. Oh. This scene is so massive, man. Alright, is it finally done? Awesome. So let's take this item and, well, actually, I'm going to put it to the muzzle here. So the suppressor. So it's right here. Ooh, that is a long, long way to try and find this. So let's go ahead and scroll up. I think this is the one. Yeah. I got like the same gun like 4 times. Yeah, that's the one. That's where it needs to be at. All right, cool. So there's that image done. Just let me go ahead and code that in over here. Just like that. Okay, cool. So there's that done. We can go ahead and delete this camera, no longer needed, and we are going to get back to the other big guy. I kind of like this model. This model's freaking massive. And I got an image that's going to be pretty gruesome coming up. This whole scene's going to be pretty gruesome. So just heads up on that. Alright, so now we're going to have this guy doing the same pose, shooting at this guy, except it's going to kill him. So now we go back. X out of that. Where's my poses? By function. There it is. There it is. Now I'm going to do the same exact changes I did to this guy as I did the other guy because it doesn't quite line up how I want it to. So I'm going to put them right about here. and then twist them, and then get that gun right. Actually, that might work for him. I'm just got to do something with that hand because that hand is holding on to, well, air. So do that. And then just bring it up a little bit, and I think we're going to be all right. Bend the hand back. It really sucks that I just can't move the hand. It makes it go freaking wonky and go stupid, but that's how it be sometimes. There we go. Now just bend the hand back. Might have to uncurl the hands. Let's see if he did the uncurl. No, it didn't, but I'll just uncurl it myself. All right, there will work. All right, so let's get our shot now. All right, let's turn him a little bit more. And then bend the back, side to side. Bend it back down a little bit. I'm pretty sure the gun's not supposed to be going into his face. So, yeah. I might have to move his hands again, sadly enough. I mean, the last time I checked, you know, pretty sure the weapon does not go inside the face. Although I could just do a twist instead. So like that, and then just take It still doesn't look right, does it? Man. Needs to go against the chest is why. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to waste my time anymore doing this shit. Where's he at? Pose preset. Landfall. Pose. Save. Save. Take you. Pose. There we go. Easy fix. Oops. Hold on. Let me bring them back real quick. I don't feel like moving them all over, so you can hold the control button and double click, and you can take off the X, Y, and Z translations, so he will just do the pose right where he's at, and he doesn't move in the actual scene. So we'll do that. get them out of the tree. That would be very helpful. Normally my scenes are not this in depth, but this is a major big scene in combat, so it has to be good. Has to be good. Alright. This looks really nice, though. I'm liking this view and this type of stuff. Let's go ahead and add the camera. And then what I'm going to do is mess with his hand, because for some reason that hand is messed up. It worked on the other guy, but not this guy. That's kind of weird. I mean, it's the same exact weapons and everything, so you'd think his hand wouldn't be like, I don't know, 3 feet above where it needs to be at. Holy moly. Right there. Now let's do an eye ray. And oh, the lighting's going to be off. So let's go ahead and move that. I can hide him. He's not in this scene. Disappear, dude. Alright, cool. It's probably going to be too much, so let's go ahead and bring it back a little bit more. This guy seems to be a little bit tilted, too. Alright, so how does that look? Looks pretty good to me. I might have to turn the alien towards the character more, but I think that is going to be an awesome shot. And then yeah, I think that's gonna be an awesome shot. So let's go ahead and get the depth of field. We're going to make the character focus him again. Then add the depth of field. A little bit more f-stop. Maybe like a 10 1/3. Cool, cool. That works for me. So let's go ahead and turn him, and then once again add that spark. Like right about there. And then firefight for the spark, and then we should be golden on that as well. Yeah, the hard part was setting up the scene. Once you get the scene set up, you can, you know, make quite a bit of images. Like, no problem at all. Oh, yeah. Well, because he's higher up and this guy's like a little bit lower down, I'm going to actually have the kill shots in his chest. But, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I can't just do something like this. So, that works too. Now, where the heck is this spark at? Oh. It's right below me. Yeah, having to do this like all the time, I learned real quick to parent that shit and then just hide it when you don't need it because holy moly, you can spend so much time just moving one little objects. So I always look for like little ways to save time doing the mundane stuff like this because it does feel like once you get to a point, all I'm doing is the same thing over and over and over again. But that's because that's how I set myself up for things, right? If you try to do everything individually and that kind of stuff, like I see some people, I'm like, why don't you just like parent that, then you don't got to redo that, or why don't you save that preset so then you don't got to keep on redoing what you're doing right there with the character and stuff like that. The main thing is always just it gets so much easier when you have so much less you have to keep up with. So me just having to do expressions for each image and just move the characters and stuff like that, that's easy work. So that's ultimately what you try to get to, so that you're not like flooding yourself with a whole bunch of stuff that is just literally just time wasters. Bring that back. Now I need to bring this scale down size. Like, I did it again. I really got to change those keys. I'll have to do that after this stream. They work so well for when I'm playing my like gaming or whatever, but they are terrible when working in Daz because I use my number keypad. I don't use my upper keys, so yeah, that does pose a little bit of a problem. So let's do that. Now let's go ahead and get this lumen down to 150 as well. Did it again. So there's that. Now we will parent it to the suppressor again. So suppressor number 2 in Nikolai. Roll up. This is Nikolai, right? Yeah, this is Nikolai. So now we have to find the weapon. I think it's on the right. There it is. Bam! Just like that. There we go. Alright, now let's do a final... Oh, that does not look right at all. That is definitely not right. Yeah. There we go. Bring that over quite a bit. And then slightly down. Come on, man. There we go. Now it's Irene. Take a look. I think that works. And then I can hit them in like maybe even like the shoulder area. Man, I love that blood and dirt, man. Ooh. I'm going to be using that a lot in this game. All right. Go ahead and save. Now comes the gruesome part because I'm about to get some blood going. But I need a quick cigarette break. I actually went pretty good. Went 53 minutes without a cigarette, man. You need to write that on like the accomplishments of the day. So give me a moment, and then we're gonna do like a kill shot. I'm thinking like having blood come out the back, right? So it's gonna be like spruing out the back, and then we'll show him like laying down. And I might have to put like a some sort of blood spot on his back, but we'll see what I can. I'll fumble over it in my head while I'm smoking. I might just leave him like dead, no blood, because I mean, come on, it's a adult VN, so then I mean they like story, but you know what they really care about, you know what I mean? So I'll have to balance and think about that. So I'll be right back. Oh, now I hit my button and it don't want to work. Come on, man. There we go. All right. I feel better now. Oh, I forgot to mention, Chris has a Twitch channel, and I need to have some sort of call outs or shout outs. I wonder if I can program that in OBS or something, or if that has to be through YouTube. But yeah, he has a Twitch channel, which I'm going to bring up. Here it is. That is Chris's Twitch channel. He does a lot of 3D work as well. He very, very knowledgeable, much more than I am by far. Normally I go to Chris and also WP Guru for when I have questions about anything that I need help with. He creates clothing. He has a Ko-fi shop with all sorts of Gen 8 stuff, some Gen 9, and yeah, very, very, very knowledgeable and talented. Oh, he moved to Kick too? I like Kick so much better than Twitch, and you'll get so much more viewership. I'm trying to post all my work and what I do. Actually, like after this stream is over, within like a day or two, I have a Rumble account, and you can get traction on there. But unfortunately, not a lot of 3D artists are on Rumble right now. But all my stuff is still being posted over there because the go-to for 3D stuff is still ScrewTube and Twitch. Unfortunately. Cloudbot, interesting. Yeah, I only do the ScrewTube and the Rumble, and the only reason why I'm doing streaming on YouTube instead of Rumble is for the mere fact of I already have a little bit of an audience there. But yeah, let me bring up my Rumble account. So this right here is Rumble, and when I do like my content, all these streams, like I did a third stream last night, and so it's not uploaded. It normally takes about a day for it to auto upload, but I don't even have to do anything. It does it for me. So all the stuff that I've done since this one, because that's when I set it up, it automatically gets uploaded to Rumble, and you can monetize as soon as all you gotta do is have an account and 5 followers, or I believe it's 5 followers, and then you can start monetizing. Granted, you know, the advertising and everything is terrible, but they have a foundation and they already started. But yeah, this is my my Rumble account. I haven't messed with Kick or anything. I don't want to make a whole bunch of stuff because I really don't stream all that much. I just do it on occasion to let people like my YouTube followers know that I'm not dead, because I do go a long time without doing videos. So I do streams to let people know I'm still alive. So let's see. Let's get this next one down. So I was thinking like the alien, instead of red blood, we're gonna do like a blue blood or something like that, right? That'll be give it a nice little touch. And then this blood asset right here, I can just take the maps, right? So if you go into let's see. Oh, that's why I got Lumen on here. If I go into here and you go now, I got to see if it's actually a layer or if it's okay. So it is a shell. So we go into the shell, and let's say the body, and you see how it has this. I can take this, the base color and everything, throw that in the Photoshop, mess with the coloring to turn it blue, and then I can actually use the same asset on them, and then just switch out the map so that instead of red, it'll be blue on them. So that's kind of cool. I only use YouTube, and I used to hang out at Justin TV, but then they switched, so I left. I think that once I get used to YouTube streaming, try restreaming to YouTube and Kick. Yeah, there's a cool little program that you can do to restream to all these various platforms all at once. There's a video on it that I found from my buddy Alpha, and he has yeah. I just haven't done it because, like I said, it's not a priority. But it's very helpful. Aliens don't have red blood; they need neon green blood. Oh God, not neon green. Well, this character's red, so I don't want Christmas colors, so that's why I chose blue instead. I mean, blue and red. You know, I mean, I guess that's kind of like everyone sees blue and red and they instantly think something else. But you know, there's just like no good colors now. The world is ruining all colors. So let's go ahead and delete this camera. Won't be needing you in the scene, so let's hide you. So I can move halfway decent maybe. So I got some cool poses for falling. Because I think ahead, so I put stuff in my wish list that I know that I will need, and then when I see that bitch go on sale, that's when I snag it. So I should have, let's see, let's do functions and do standing, because I think I'll find it easier that way. It's not standing. Maybe it's in laying. Yeah, here it is right here. But I don't have to go by lane. I can actually just do by region. So I'm thinking this dude, I don't want a headshot. That looks like a headshot to me. I want a chest shot this time. So boom. Wait 30 minutes because, well, this guy sucks. I really do need a quick way of changing it from base to high resolution. I got an asset for it. I just got to find it. Michael says, I appreciate your content. You helped solve several issues I've had in the past, so thanks for that. You're welcome. What program are you using my videos for? Is it because I've done Unreal Engine, I've done some iClone, I've done Daz, but I mainly like work in Daz. I was trying to do Unreal Engine, and I love Unreal Engine, but it's so buggy, man. I couldn't get to it, man. I got tired of restarting it, and then when I restarted, all the shaders had to repile, which took forever, and I just finally got fed up with it. So I do a lot of Daz work now. I love them tentacle heads too. Man, I'm gonna have fun with them tentacles. Gonna bring this back probably like somewhere around to the side here, and then we are going to look at what kind of blue water we have. I mean, well, water. So let's see what I got if I just type in water. Nothing I am really looking for here, I don't think. Maybe. Now, I could do this in Photoshop as well, just so you know, but I'm not really a fan of doing it that way because you don't get the lighting from it as well. So I try to do what I can in Daz and render it out. Let's see how this one will look. It may or may not work well. I hope Rumble starts to gain more traction. I think it will become the way YouTube is. Rumble is taking a live stream approach now. So they're like really focused on live stream, and they do very well. I will say that they're doing very well. And all their numbers have blown through the roof in everything, in advertisers, in viewership, in accounts, and so much stuff. And they keep on signing on these big names. So, I mean, they are exploding when it comes to usage and popularity. And they're already at, last time I checked, they're already at 25% viewership of what YouTube does. And they've only started really taken off in the past like year or two. So I figure in the next like 5 years, they'll probably be bigger than YouTube, especially with the way that they are doing things. So I really like the way that they handle most everything. I like the way that they handle. The only problem I have with Rumble is the fact that I don't like the UI, but that changes over time. They've already, fixed a lot of stuff with the UI, but it still needs a lot of work, and I don't think this water is going to work for me. So I need something a little bit thicker than that. So that's, I might be able to minimize this, and that can be like a second one. So let's try that, because there will be droplets needed as well. So we'll do something like this, and then it'll be farther out, right? So let's go like this, bring it out like this. Both Daz and Unreal. Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing for a while too. I did like using Unreal, but unfortunately, that buggy mess just got on my nerves, and I felt like I was doing so much extra work that I didn't need to do. So I kind of got turned off from it. Oops. Let's go back to the smart content. Now let's do like a more thicker one, like maybe something like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do Control C on that, so I don't got to move this freaking POS. So now it's just right there, and then we will bring that back. Man, I'm having a hell of a time messing with these things. This is not working right. Alright, it's officially connected to the body. Now let's twist it. And then I'm going to make this smaller, because that is kind of massive. So I'll make it smaller, but then I'll put the droplets a little bit closer. I might even make these droplets smaller yet. Alright, so now let's see if I have any liquid colors, shaders. Oh, I do. One of them got blue. I mean, they got pink. I think these is mainly for the glasses, though, not so much as the liquid. Alright. Let's look at the water. I don't think they're going to have any blues either. So I have to look through my shaders now. See what kind of bullshit I can find in here that I can use. I don't even think I got any like real liquid. Ooh, I could make it like this. Ooh, that might be interesting. It's blue and would be shiny. Oops. Something like that. Let me bring this light over, and then let's see how it looks. And I'm thinking from like the actual shot, I'm gonna go with something like this. Now I will have to move this up a little bit, it looks like. I think this could work though. I'll just have to see it in iRay. Might make those droplets smaller too. That'd be like a very interesting blood color. I gotta remember to put them back in the HD as well. I'm thinking it can work, but its placement seems off. I could go from this angle too, though. This angle might be better. It would block him, so I don't need to unhide him. And then it'll also look like he's actually, you know, connected rather than like the disconnected. I think that could work. I'm going to change the lighting though. The lighting needs to be on this side, and I also want to get probably like a little bit closer and over to cover up more real estate of the image. Now what the fuck was I doing? That's right. New camera. I'm pulling a Chris. My brain stopped working. Alright, so pull this over here. Go back to camera mode. Check it out again. I don't like it. I don't like it now. What can I do to make this better? I'm not talking about the lighting either. It just, I don't know. Let's see if we just hide the droplets how it looks. No. I need a better water. Just go ahead and go back to texture and let us try and figure out some better water of some sort. Maybe I can just change the shape. Maybe it's just the shape that is irking me, I guess. So let's bring it closer in like this, and then further out like that. Then with the droplets, make smaller yet. Way smaller. Wait a minute, did I just move that thing right back? I did, didn't I? So we will, oops, no, not that either. You little asshole. Alright, let's see how this looks. See if that's any better. Need to get this thing in full screen mode too. I don't like seeing my taskbar down there. I'll have to look into that. Oh, please look better. Please look better. Not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if I have some other water asset or something. Yeah, not liking those at all. I don't think those will work. Something like this might. Maybe. Oop. And that's why I have that lock on it. Alright, so that could work, the pour one. So let's go ahead and select that, Control C. Control V. That's interesting. That could be very interesting. So let's now add that damn same shader on there. Actually, let's just look at the iRay and then I'll add the shader. It might be the shader throwing it off too. So it just might not go well with that. But here, let's just do the water and see how it looks by itself. Cold coffee. Yummy. See if I bring it down. Now let's add the droplets back in. It's really hard to get this looking right too. Let's see if I do the shader. I think I picked this one. I mean, I think that could work. I think that could work, but I think I'm going to change my camera angle as well. So let's go back into texture mode. I'm deleting this crap ass camera. You have failed me, camera, and I need a new one. I'm going to go back to this angle like this and take a look at it. So I think I'm almost sold now. Almost. Let's move the lighting back over. Camera angle can make the biggest difference in everything too. Like, it can hide stuff so you don't have to fix stuff because of the camera angle. You can do all sorts of stuff just by having a good camera angle. working with the figures is better in Daz, and single frame is great in Daz. Agreed. Plus, I've got a lot of crap in Daz. Yeah, I concur with all that. Just getting stuff into Unreal Engine and having it look good and work right sucks. Correct. But animations, lighting, and rendering is so appealing in Unreal Engine because it is, it's a real-time engine. So you can, I mean, it's not like Daz. I took a week to render out a whole entire 1 minute scene. You could do that in Unreal Engine in freaking an hour. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I do. And that's what drawn me to Unreal Engine. But getting it to look right is a pain in the ass. That is so true. Wow, this light is still too bright. So let's pull this thing way back. Let's try like way back here. Maybe that's a Photoshop job. No, I try to keep it in Daz. I can Photoshop. I got blood brushes and colors and all that stuff, but I think I can fix everything with the right camera angle. This one looks better, but this is like an intense moment. You did just shoot the guy, so it probably should be up closer. Something like this, so that it doesn't show the entry wound, because you don't need the entry wound. Or I could even go as far as to say something like that. This might be a good angle as well, but I think it might be a little bit. I still think it might be too big. So I'm still like figuring out how exactly I want this to look, right? If that makes sense. So I'm doing like a little bit of hiding and bouncing between these three. Did I really just do the same one again? Let's take this one. And let's downsize it to like 75% now. I'm not going to move from this spot. So I'll bring it out like that. Bring that in like that. I wish I could bend it, honestly. That seems like a lot of work to do. God dang it. Now I gotta... Let's go ahead. Droplets. But I think I'm almost there. I'm almost pleased with the results. I knew this scene was going to take a while because of all these props and stuff I'm doing for this, but I got to, because immersion is everything. All right, I think I just need to bring the droplets in more to blend better with the entry wound. So let me do that a little bit more. I'll go back here. We will do like this. like that. Now I also need to have an opening right here too. So once I get this, I'll put an opening wound right there, which I think will probably be easier than I'm thinking too, because all I'll have to do is put like a puddle there, make a small puddle and put it right on his chest. You're probably, what? A puddle? Yeah, I'm gonna use an actual water puddle, minimize that down to like 5% so it's nice and small, and that'll be the entry wound. It's, oh my god, it's almost there. It looks off center now. Okay, let's delete this camera. New camera. Okay, now I can move. Yeah, it is. That's why. Need to bring it over here. Now bring it out a bit like that. Now I will get that puddle. I know I got a puddle. Like, I know I got one somewhere. Ooh, these right here might have been a better choice for that, but I already got it set, so I'm not going to change it. I know I have puddles. I might have to dip into my lewd folders. So y'all might have to close y'all's eyes. Let's see. Let's see. Daz. Third party. See, look, I got you over here, Chris. Look, 3D party. You're the only named one. All right, so do this one. Close your eyes, kids. Pushy. Pushy does really good ones. Wet kit. I know. Here's a puddle. All right, cool. Bam. There you go. All right, y'all can open y'all's eyes again. Ah, shit. But yeah, I try to avoid using that folder while I'm streaming, because you know people are sensitive nowadays. Not you guys, because you guys are beautiful, but you know, people that pop in and watch, or might just check me out to see what's going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this puddle up. Turn it around like so. Try and get it as close as possible to the right angle. Move it closer. Let's start right about there. Now let's go ahead and scale down. Way down. Even more. Maybe right about there. Then get it as close as I can. Alright, now we will... There we go. I think that'll work. And let's see how it will be on the camera. You can see a tiny little bit just like that. So now all we got to do is add the shader. Definitely didn't think I was going to use this shader for blood, but it works. See that and that. Do a little eye ray action. I think it's almost complete. Man. I'll have to drink a beer here in a few hours. Alright. I think we're almost set. Camera's angles not quite there. Let me unlock the camera. Alright. So we're almost there. And we're just going to do just like that. Bring you a little bit closer in. Because for some reason it's just not quite getting to cover up enough that I want it to. And then we definitely need to move the camera. I might have to make a second one actually. So let's go ahead and do a duplicate. Because that one's okay. Let's duplicate it. And we will have it over here. Except this is going to be a very, very, very weak light. So I don't want it real dark. Like it is now, but I don't want it to have this much light either. So let's try like a 150, and of course I hit that thing again. So all right, almost there, inching ever closer to the final product of the kill shot. Then add some depth of field to it and be good and golden. Ooh, that is good. I'm going to change this just ever so slightly. Trying to figure out how to squeeze it right. Something like that, maybe. Might even bring it down some more. Alright. Yes, sir. I hate working with this stuff. Trying to do the blood and everything, using puddles to make it look right. Oh, no, not that much. Actually, That ain't bad. All right, I got it. That's what I want. Now let's add depth of field. So we're going to switch the focus to the droplets, add depth of field, then maybe bring it up to about a 10 1/3 and see how that looks. That works for me. Yes, sir. There we go. Finally. File. Save scene. Number 34. Bam. Oh, I forgot to code these last two. Fucking Daz. Lags everything up. Anywho, I've been doing this for about, what? Almost an hour and 40 minutes. So I kind of want to take a little bit of a break before I get back into it. I'm going to do a little bit more work of this just off screen, make more scenes and that kind of stuff. But I am going to come back in a little while later and do some OCtopath Traveler. Just got to give my voice a little bit of a rest because I've been talking. My voice don't last that long, unfortunately. So I will catch you guys here later on today when I play OCtopath Traveler. So if you have any questions or whatever, hit me up. Discord, yada yada. If you need anything, Michael, and I probably won't have to school Chris on anything. He's above my pay grade. But yeah, just hit me up if you need anything, and I will catch you guys later on today. Bye bye.